The drama begins with a girl named Chen, who is very mischievous and a tomboy type of girl, but she is quite smart in studies and sports. Because of Chen's anger and her strong image, even the boys in school are afraid of her. She has a best friend named Hang, who is absolutely zero in studies, and there is always playful fighting and bickering between him and Chen. But along with Hang, the other kids also consider Chen their buddy. No one treats her like a girl. Playing with Chen and fighting with her has become a part of their friendship. But here, even though Chen shows herself as a strong tomboy in front of everyone, deep inside she really admires the school's beauty queen, Ju. She wants to adopt an image like hers, beautiful, innocent, and soft. Sometimes, secretly, she even tries to act like Ju, but she knows very well that she can never achieve a personality like Ju's. Now, talking about Ju, she is the most beautiful girl in the school. She is a literature student and is secretly in love with Chen's brother, Ning. She secretly watches Ning and even his bicycle. One day, when she was touching Ning's bicycle, she suddenly hears a voice and gets startled. Because of this, not only Ning's bicycle, but all the bicycles standing there fall down one by one. Ning, who is the most handsome boy in the school, has no idea about Ju's feelings. Instead, because the bicycles fell, he talks rudely to Ju and tells her to pick up all the bicycles herself. Chen stops him from talking to Ju in that way, and even wants to help Ju. But Ning doesn't listen to her, and takes Chen along with him to go home. Anyway, since the bicycles fell because of Ju's mistake, she doesn't feel bad about Ning's words. Meanwhile, Chen asks Ning for permission to take part in the physics competition because she needs Ning's signature on the form. But Ning refuses to let her participate in the physics competition this year. He doesn't tell her the reason, but because of this refusal, Chen gets angry with her brother, Ning. However, Chen finds another way to take part in the competition. She goes to her best friend, Hang, and promises to show him a movie and gets Ning's fake signature on the form from him. After getting the fake signature, Chen is very happy. At least through the wrong way, she got the chance to participate in the physics competition. That night, Ju is lost in thoughts of Ning. She has a photo of him that she keeps hidden and looks at every day. Just then, she sees a falling star in the sky and wishes to get closer to Ning. At the same time, on the other side, Chen wishes to be freed from Ning's control. As soon as they make their wishes, the falling star breaks into two pieces and falls toward their houses, spreading light everywhere. The next day, when both of them wake up, they feel something strange after seeing their houses and surroundings because their souls have exchanged bodies. Ju's soul has come into Chen's body, and Chen's soul has gone into Ju's body. Still, to make the story easy to understand, we will address them by the owner of the soul. But until now, both of them think this is just a dream. After getting Ju's body, Chen is very happy. She feels like a princess. She keeps changing Ju's dresses one after another, applies cosmetics and perfumes. She wants to become both a princess and a beauty queen. On top of that, Ju's parents serve her a lot of food at breakfast, which she eats to her heart's content. This behavior seems a little strange to her parents because their daughter never eats so much at once. On the other hand, Ju gets only a simple breakfast. Still, she is happy because now she is at her crush Ning's house, who himself makes breakfast for her. He also takes her to school on his bicycle. But here, Ning thinks Ju is Chen, and her behavior seems very strange to him because Chen never sits on a bicycle like a girl, nor is she ever this calm. On top of that, while sitting on the bicycle, she is holding Ning affectionately. Still, Ning ignores all this. On the other side, Chen goes to school wearing a nice dress. She is so happy after getting Ju's full body that she greets everyone. She even goes to the boys and asks them if they like her. All the boys in school like Ju, but this behavior of hers shocks them because as far as they know, Ju is an introverted girl who doesn't talk much to anyone, and today, she herself is greeting everyone and talking to all. But Chen thinks all this is just a dream, so when Ju's teacher takes her to the speech competition, she considers that atmosphere also a part of her dream and starts speaking whatever comes to her mind. She even tells the school principal, in the name of a speech, to improve the condition of the school and the cafeteria. Because of her actions, the teachers as well as Ju's mom get very angry. They had thought that, like every year, Ju would again get first position in the speech competition, but instead she kept saying whatever came to her mind. They didn't know that Ju's body had Chen's soul inside it, who had no idea about speeches. While speaking nonsense on stage, Chen's eyes fall on Ju sitting in the audience, whose soul is inside Chen's body. Both of them are shocked to see each other in the other's body. Then, when Ju comes down from the stage and walks toward Chen, she gets tangled in her shoelace, collides with Chen, and falls. Because of this, both Chen and Ju get injured. When blood comes out of their bodies and they feel pain, only then do they realize that this is not a dream, but reality, and that their souls are truly trapped in each other's bodies. But they realize the truth too late. Chen, thinking it was a dream, had already ruined Ju's speech competition and had spoken badly to all the teachers and the principal on stage. Because of this, Ju's teacher, Lena, is very angry with her. She can't understand since when Ju became so arrogant. She is usually very calm and innocent and has been winning the speech competition every year. So what happened to her this time? Now Chen can't tell her the truth that her and Ju's souls have swapped, so she lies and says that her parents are troubling her and putting a lot of pressure on her regarding studies, and that's why she deliberately ruined the speech competition in anger. Hearing this, teacher Lena starts sympathizing with Chen, but Chen doesn't know that Ju's mom is standing outside the room, listening to all this, and she is angry about it, though she doesn't say anything at that moment. On the other side, after knowing the reality, Ju is also very troubled. Until now, even she thought all this was a dream. On top of that, her best friend Shin is ignoring her, thinking she is Chen. Because for Shin, she is not Ju, but Chen. So, whom should Ju tell her problem to? Moreover, Ning thinks his sister Chen is angry with him, because Ju, acting like Chen, is bickering with him. Ju can't tell him that her body has been swapped with his sister Chen, and becoming her crush's sister feels even more awkward for her. Meanwhile, Shin meets Chen, thinking she is her best friend Ju, and comforts her regarding the speech incident, but she doesn't feel the friend-like vibe from Chen because Chen is keeping her at a distance. Even though from the outside she is her best friend Ju, from the inside she is Chen. Now, when Ju's father, Mr. Wu, comes to pick her up from school, he comforts her about the mistake in the speech competition. According to him, if Ju made a mistake once, what's the big deal? She wins every year anyway. Hearing this, Chen feels that if Ju's father is so understanding, then her mother must also be nice and won't scold her. But the opposite happens. As soon as they reach home, her mom starts yelling at her. First, she created such a scene in the speech competition, embarrassing them in front of other students' parents. On top of that, she told teacher Lena that her parents are torturing her regarding studies, meaning, what happened to Ju in just one day that she is getting them insulted everywhere? Things get even worse when Chen gives rude replies and defends herself, which Ju usually never does. This shocks Ju's parents. Still, Ju's father manages the situation and sends Chen to her room. Now, Chen can't tell anyone about the soul swap, which is very frustrating for her. On the other side, Ning tries to make Chen feel better by cooking her favorite snail noodles and gives them to her to eat, even though Ning himself doesn't like their smell at all. But these noodles were liked by his sister Chen. However, Ju feels nauseous just from the smell. Still, she tries to eat them for Ning, but ends up vomiting and goes to her room without eating. Seeing this, Ning thinks that because he refused to let her take part in the physics competition, his sister is so angry that she didn't even eat her favorite noodles. Chen and Ju think that the next day, when they wake up, they will return to their own bodies. But that doesn't happen. Their souls are still trapped in each other's bodies. But for Ju, one good thing is that now she lives in the same house as her crush Ning. He cooks for her and takes care of everything. He even wipes her face if food gets on it, even though he is doing all this thinking she is his sister Chen. Meanwhile, Chen is enjoying being in the body of the school beauty queen Ju, but slowly it starts becoming frustrating for her. On top of that, now she has to study Ju's literature subject, which she finds very boring because she only likes physics. So, as soon as class ends, she goes toward the science class to meet Ju. During this, she acts as elegant, innocent, and calm as possible, like Ju. She even has to speak politely to her best friend Hang, whom she always talked to casually before. Here, Hang introduces Chen to Ju, but seeing her own body in front of her, Ju runs away in fear. Somehow, Chen stops her and takes her alone to the school garden, where she explains that their souls have swapped. Ju is not the only one stuck in this problem. Both of them are. Now they have to work together to solve this problem and return to their own bodies. They also have to keep this secret from others. Otherwise, scientists will make them test subjects and experiment on their bodies. Ju agrees to this, but makes some rules for both of them. Until their souls return to their own bodies, they will adjust to each other's lives properly, won't upset each other's families, and will study well so that neither studies get ruined. Chen agrees to Ju's rules, and Ju tells Chen not to tell Ning about this problem. Anyway, Chen doesn't get along with her brother Ning at all, and these days, Ju is behaving very lovingly with Ning. If he notices this behavior, he might start doubting them. But Ju doesn't have time to think about all this, because she is now stuck in the physics exam, and she knows nothing about physics, nor does the person sitting next to her know anything that she could copy. And what she feared happens. Ju gets only 18 marks in physics, which is the lowest among all students, even though she is supposed to be the top student in physics. This shocks the teacher, Mr. Zhao, who wonders how Chen suddenly became so weak in physics in just one day. Could it be because of her friendship with that foolish Hang? So, Mr. Zhao advises Ju, meaning Chen, to sit away from Hang. But Hang feels that Ju deliberately got low marks to protect his reputation, and because of her, he is not last in the class today. On the other side, the physics teacher, Mr. Deng, is stuck in his alien outfit. At the same time, Ning comes there and helps him take his head out of the outfit. Mr. Dung is making this outfit for the science competition. He gives Ning a form to become a planetarium volunteer for the competition. There will also be an exam, and passing it will give Ning an advantage for college admission. Dung knows that Ning really likes astronomy, but he doesn't understand why Ning didn't apply to Nanjing University, which is perfect for studying astronomy. But Ning has other plans. He wants to go to Beijing, so he applied to a university there. After that, when Ning goes to the library, a small issue leads to an argument between him and Chen. They both like the same book, and Ning picks it up before Chen. Since he thinks she is Ju, he doesn't give her the book. Here, Chen starts fighting with Ning just like before, but she quickly controls herself because if her behavior keeps changing, Ning might get suspicious. Ning's friend Yan teases him for being with Ju, saying that since the school beauty queen Ju talked to him, he should have given her the book. But Ning doesn't care about a girl being beautiful, nor does he have any interest in Ju. After some time, Mr. Zhao talks to Ning about Chen's low marks in physics. These days, Chen seems changed and calmer, so he requests Ning to encourage her to take part in the physics competition. Maybe this way her mood and studies will improve. Ning finds this suggestion reasonable. So, at night during dinner, to cheer Chen up, he gives her a chocolate, the same one he has been giving his sister since childhood. But in reality, Ju is in Chen's body, and she becomes very happy to receive chocolate from her crush. After this, we find out that Chen is not Ning's real sister, but his adopted sister. When Ning was small, his parents once went to an orphanage to distribute toys and food to children. There, Ning met Chen, who befriended him by giving him the same chocolate. Their friendship became so deep that, at Ning's request, his parents adopted Chen, and since then, she has been living in their house like their own daughter. But as for Ning, from childhood till now, he has had a special soft corner for Chen, which is usually not there for a sister. The next day, he makes Chen's favorite breakfast, even though it's not Ju's favorite. Still, she eats it for her crush. Then, Ning has some work, so he tells Ju to go to school alone today. Later, when Ning goes to Chen's room to get a recorder, he finds a note there. What did it mean? We'll find out later. But seeing that note, Ning becomes a little worried. Meanwhile, Ju is very happy after getting chocolate from Ning. But her happiness doesn't last long, because outside the school gate, some girls surround Ju, thinking she is Chen. They accuse her of keeping them away from Ning and not passing their love letters to him. Just because Chen is Ning's sister doesn't mean they won't bully her. The leader of those girls, sure, thinks Chen will fight with her. But at this time, Ju's soul is in Chen's body, and she is an innocent and soft girl who doesn't know how to fight. So before Char can say much, Ju apologizes to her. After the apology, she has nothing to say and leaves. Hang overhears this conversation and is shocked that Chen surrendered without fighting and even said sorry. Ju explains to Hang that she wants to be friends with every student in school. Still, Hang doesn't feel right about Chen apologizing without any reason. Meanwhile, a girl named Lily has won this year's speech competition, but she isn't happy. According to students, if Ju had taken the competition seriously, Lily wouldn't have won. So, Lily meets Ju, meaning Chen, and vents her anger on her. Then, Chen mocks Lily for always losing the speech competition and leaves, and Lily can't say anything back. On the other side, Ning gives his notes to a friend to study, but by mistake, he brings Chen's personal diary. In it, a line is written, "He is so nice to me." Seeing this line, Ning starts doubting Chen, wondering if she has fallen in love with someone. He doesn't know that this line was written by Ju for him. In history class, teacher Lena asks Ju, meaning Chen, to talk about Newton's historical inventions. Chen has no idea about this, but as a physics student, she explains Newton's inventions and laws. In a way, her answer is correct, so the teacher can't mark it wrong. Later, Chen meets Ju, where both of them write down rules and details about their personal lives for each other, so they know how to act in front of family and friends. During this, they share what has happened in their lives so far. Then they realize that their souls swapped only after the shooting star fell. That means the next time a shooting star falls, their souls will swap again, and only then will they be able to return to their own bodies. Now both of them are just wishing for that moment, that they should quickly see a shooting star. Otherwise, both of their studies would get ruined, because Chen is made for arts, and Ju is made only for science. After that, when school was about to get over, at the school gate, a goon named Min, along with some of his boys, calls Chen, that is Ju, to come with him to fight. Chen has already fought many times with this boy before, and every time Chen defeated Min. But this time, Min was openly challenging Chen. Now, having Chen's body alone would not work. In reality, Ju does not have even a little courage inside her. That is why she was scared of Min. Still, with Hang's support, she had to go with Min. Now, the news of their fight had reached the real Chen, so she picks up Hang's bicycle and starts chasing them to save Ju. Behind her, Ju's best friend also follows. Here, we come to know that their fight was not about just anything, but about basketball. Chen used to defeat Min every time in basketball and even insult him. That is why this time, Min decided to defeat Chen in basketball. But this time, the soul inside Chen's body was Ju's, which was so delicate that she could not even catch Min's ball and ended up injuring her own nose. Just then, Ning arrives there and gets very angry at Min because Chen, that is Ju, got hurt. This was a huge shock for Min because Chen could not even defend herself from a ball. That is why he feels very bad for Chen and does not argue much with Ning. Meanwhile, Ning warns Min to stay away from Chen and takes Ju with him. By then, Chen had already arrived there. Now, because Ju was Min's crush, Min was acting like a soft boy in front of her. But it was actually Chen, and she was very angry at Min for hurting Ju and tells him to stay away before leaving. Now, the way Ju, that is Chen, was fighting with him felt very strange to Min, because his Ju never fought like this. This was Chen's habit. Then, at night, Hang tells his parents everything that happened today with Chen. That is Ju. Hearing that Chen got injured, Hang's mother gets very angry at him. She says that she wants to make Chen her daughter-in-law, and here Hang is involving Chen in such fights and getting her hurt. So, she gives Hang some money and sends him to give medicine to Chen. Meanwhile, Ning was applying medicine on Ju's injured nose. Getting so much care from her crush, she was very happy. During this, Ning asks her when she became friends with Ju. To make herself look good, she starts praising herself, and Ning feels good seeing that his sister finally has a female friend. But here, he clearly tells her that he has no interest in Ju, even though she is the school's beauty queen. He also tells her to stay away from Min. Just then, Hang calls Ju from outside their house. Ju goes out to meet him, and Hang gives her the medicine. Seeing them so close and laughing together, Ning starts feeling jealous. He goes outside pretending to throw trash and throws it into the dustbin so forcefully that Hang gets scared, says bye to Ju, and leaves. Seeing Ning's anger, Ju quietly goes back inside the house. Meanwhile, Chen was trying to build a friendship with Ju's mom. She was taking good care of her. Ju herself was an introvert who stayed distant even from her family. That is why her changing behavior felt very nice to her parents, even though they still did not know the truth about soul swapping. During this, mom gives Chen some gifts that she was supposed to give her if she had won the speech competition. But even after losing the competition, she gives her the gifts. Chen was very happy after receiving them. She was even happily wearing the necklace she got as a gift in the middle of the night. In the beginning, Ning asks Chen, that is Ju, her opinion about love in teenage years, because he suspected that Chen might be falling in love with someone. Even though real Chen's opinion about love might be different, according to Ju, falling in love in teenage years is normal and a very beautiful feeling. But at this time, she was in the body of her crush Ning's sister Chen. That is why she could not tell him her feelings. Indirectly, she then asks Ning's opinion about love, but he does not tell her anything about it and orders her to stay away from love matters until high school ends, especially to stay away from Min. But the next day, Min comes all the way to Chen's, that is Ju's, house to meet her. Min was feeling very guilty about hurting her. On top of that, he found out that Chen is Ju's friend, so he apologizes to her for his mistakes and also gives her a lot of snacks before leaving. Ning sees all of this from a distance, but seeing those snacks, he pretends to act unaware in front of Ju. Then Ju lies to him that Hang gave her these snacks. She gives Ning one bottle of milk from it, but he does not accept it. When Ju goes to class, she distributes those snacks among Hang and his friends. Now Hang thinks that because he gave Chen medicine yesterday, that is why she brought snacks for him, and Ju agrees with that. But because of those snacks, Hang gets scolded a lot by the teacher today because he was eating them during class. After class, when Ju and Hang were roaming around the school, Ju's best friend meets them and invites them to have lunch together in the cafeteria area. Chen was signaling Ju not to go, but Ju was missing her best friend a lot, so she agrees to have lunch with them. Hang also wanted to have lunch with them, but Ning comes there and takes him along to talk. There, he clearly tells Hang that the snacks he was happily eating were not actually brought by Chen for him. Instead, Min had given them to her in the morning, and he thinks that Min and Chen are dating each other. Hearing this, Hang's heart completely breaks because his mom was dreaming of getting him married to Chen. But when Ning tells him to keep an eye on Chen and keep her away from other boys, Hang immediately agrees to do this job. On the other side, during lunch, Shin was hinting to Chen, that is Ju, about introducing Ju to Ning. Chen had no idea that Ju was in love with her brother Ning. That is why bringing these things up in front of Chen was very uncomfortable for Ju. She kept stopping herself from clearly saying it by pretending that food was stuck in her throat or by making excuses. This was very shocking for Shin because when Ning's topic came up, Chen was feeling shy while Ju was getting irritated because Shin did not know about their soul swapping. Then, when Ju comes to class, Hang starts explaining to her through a story that she should stay away from goon boys like Min so that he can keep Chen away from Min. But Ju does not take his words seriously. Instead, she starts praising Min. Hearing this, it felt like a mountain of sorrow fell on Hang. On the other side, Min enters the school wearing a stolen uniform from some student and meets Chen, promising her that he will never fight with her again. Ju was not only his childhood friend, but also his crush. So, Min wanted to stay in her good books and starts reminding Chen of his and Ju's childhood memories. But at this time, the body was Ju's while the soul was Chen's, so she had no idea about the relationship between Ju and Min. Just then, Ning arrives and tells Min to leave the school. He also threatens Min to stay away from his sister Chen. Now, since Ning was also the student leader, Min had to leave. But before leaving, he threatens Ning that next time he will not come alone, but will bring his boys along. After Min leaves, Ning advises Chen, that is Ju, to stay away from Min. Hearing this, Chen feels that Ning likes Ju, which is why he is telling her to stay away from Min. To talk about this, Chen immediately goes to meet Ju. At that time, Hang was telling Ju to listen to Chen's brother Ning and stay away from boys at this age. Seeing Hang taking Ning's side so much, Chen hits him on the head. She does not want her best friend to start taking her brother's side because she herself does not get along with her brother at all. Then she takes Ju outside to talk and tells her everything that had happened till now. She could not understand why Min was talking so nicely to her, and why her brother Ning was so worried about Ju. Then, Ju explains to Chen that she and Min are childhood friends. Earlier, they used to be neighbors. Even though they have shifted houses now, Min is still keeping friendship with her. There is no need to worry. Min is not a bad person at all. He just carries a mafia-like image on the outside. And as for Ning, he worries a lot about Chen and cares deeply for her. Yesterday, he even asked her opinion about love and told her to stay away from boys so that her studies do not get affected. Maybe he is scared that Chen and Min might start dating. Hearing this, Chen gets shocked. When her soul was in her own body, Ning always used to fight with her. They kept arguing all the time. And now that her soul is not even in her body, her brother is worrying so much about her. But ignoring her brother's concern, Chen requests Ju to meet Min and tell him to stay away from her. She has maintained a tomboy image and does not want people to start considering her and Min as a couple. When Ning goes to keep playground equipment in the equipment room on the coach's instructions, Shin takes Chen into the equipment room and locks the door from outside so that Ning and her can talk alone and get closer. But here, even though the body was Ju's, inside she was Ning's sister Chen, who could not tolerate Ning even for a minute. Here, Ning talks very nicely to her, thinking she is Ju. About Shin locking them in the room, Ning does not get angry at all. Instead, he thanks her for becoming friends with his sister Chen, because his sister does not have any female friend with whom she can share personal things. Their parents mostly stay away because of work. That is why he is very controlling about Chen. This is what Chen does not like, and that is why she gets angry very easily. So, if Chen ever gets angry at Ju too, she should not take it to heart and should not break their friendship. Hearing so many good things about herself from her brother, Chen feels a little guilty. She never thought that Ning loves her so much. She always fights with him and argues over small things. Meanwhile, Ju was near the school gate when Min comes to talk to her. Ju did not want Ning to see her talking with Min, so she takes Min to a coffee shop. But during this, Hang sees them and immediately goes to Ning to tell him everything and forces Shin to open the door and let Ning and Ju out. After that, everyone goes to the same coffee shop where Chen, that is Ju, was talking to Min. She requests him to stay away so that Ning does not feel bad seeing them together, and Chen's tomboy image remains intact. Seeing Min and Chen, that is Ju, together, Ning still does not say anything and invites everyone to have coffee together. Then Ju, that is Chen, asked to add extra sugar and cream to her tea. This was very shocking for Ning because this kind of tea combination was what his sister Chen used to drink, but now it was not his sister, but Ju asking for this combination. Still, he does not think much about it at that moment. The next day at school, the monthly exams are announced, where arts and science students will have the exam together. This means a big problem had come for both Ju and Chen. On top of that, there were very high expectations from Ju by her arts teacher Lena and her mom that Ju's name would be in the top 10 in the exam. But how could Chen fulfill these expectations when she knows nothing about arts? On top of that, Shin tells her that Ju tops every exam and no one can defeat her. So how can Chen suddenly catch up with art studies according to Ju's level? At the same time, Ju was also stuck in exam tension. She also knew nothing about science. On top of that, Hang was expecting to copy from her in the exam. So how could Ju give him false hope? That is why she tells Hang to study hard himself. Anyway, their seats would be separate during the exam, so he would not be able to copy. Ju had explained to Hang, but her own restlessness about the exam was not ending. That is why she goes to meet Chen. Both of them start discussing how to manage the exam. Both were 0 in each other's subjects. On top of that, for 2 months, no shooting star was going to be seen in China. So, Their soul swapping was not going to end anytime soon. They would have to give each other subject exams. During this discussion, an idea comes to Chen's mind. Ning has a book about soul swapping. Maybe they could find some other way in that book to return their souls to their own bodies. If the idea from that book works, they could return to their own bodies and would not need to worry about exams at all. They start discussing how to get that book from Ning's room when Ning arrives there and gets angry seeing Chen and Ju talking outside the class during class time. Chen says that they are not kids and why he is so troubled by their friendship. Earlier, his sister Chen used to say the same thing, and now hearing the same words from Ju's mouth feels a little strange to Ning. Her behavior and way of talking felt very similar to Chen's, and outwardly she was Ju for Ning. After that, when Chen goes to Ju's house, Ju's parents had made a lot of food for her because such a big exam was coming. They also had very high hopes that Ju would top the exam. All this was very irritating for Chen. So at night, she secretly calls Ju and tells her to quickly steal that book from Ning's room. But Ju did not have the courage to steal a book, especially from her crush Ning's room. So she makes another plan that tomorrow she will somehow send Ning out of the house, and at that time Chen will come and steal the book from his room. If they are lucky, their souls might return to their bodies the very next day. Following this plan, the next day Ju sends Ning to the library on the excuse of studying for the entrance exam. As soon as he leaves, Chen comes to the house. Then both girls start looking for that soul-swapping book in the house. But Chen does not find the book on any bookshelf because Ju had already hidden the book in the kitchen cabinet before Chen arrived. Maybe she did not want to go back to her body and wanted to stay in Chen's body near Ning. But Chen does not lose hope because Ning has many books on the same theme. So she starts checking all the books in Ning's room with Ju to see if they can find anything related to soul swapping. But before they could check all the books, Ning comes back home. He is shocked to see them in his room. Then Chen makes an excuse that Ju was showing her the whole house. That is why they were in his room. Both girls then go outside and sit. Just then, Ning and Chen's parents come home. Seeing her parents after many days, Chen becomes very emotional, but she controls herself. Now Ju was not their daughter, so Chen starts acting properly like a good daughter in front of them. Seeing Chen so calm today, both parents are shocked, but they think that because she met them after many days, she was calm and missing them. So they do not pay much attention to it. They welcome Ju, that is Chen, very nicely and have lunch with her. They still had no idea that the one they were treating as their daughter was actually Ju, and the one they were treating as a guest was their adopted daughter Chen. Even though Chen was in Ju's body, she was eating according to her habits. And even though Ju was in Chen's body, she was eating very little. That is why Chen's mom thinks that Ju is sick and starts checking her health. Seeing this, Chen feels very bad that even after being so close to her parents because of soul swapping, she still cannot receive their love. She cannot get close to them. Instead, the love that belonged to her was going to another girl. On top of that, from now on, her parents would be spending more time at home with them because their posting had been transferred to this city due to their doctor profession. Till now, they could not give much time to their children. But now, even staying in her parents' house is of no use to Chen because she is trapped in another girl's body. So how can she receive her parents' love? When Chen was about to leave the house, her parents bring out the same soul-swapping book from the kitchen cabinet. But Chen does not notice it, and before she could see the book, Ju goes to drop her outside. At this point, Chen was very sad about leaving her parents, and Ju also felt bad for her. Somewhere, she knew that she was intentionally taking her place. Seeing Chen sad, Ju's father asks her the reason. In his eyes, Ju is his real daughter, but Ju does not want to make him sad. So she lies and says that when she has everything, she is so rich and beautiful and gets princess treatment every day, then why would she be sad in their house? Hearing this answer, he becomes happy. But in reality, money and princess treatment were not giving Chen happiness. Her real happiness was being with her parents. Meanwhile, Ning had understood that it was Chen, that is Ju, who had hidden the soul-swapping book because only the two of them were at home. But he could not understand the reason behind it. Then, at night, something strange happens. Chen messages Ju saying that she does not want to return to her body by soul-swapping. Maybe she felt that. At this point, she felt that her parents deserved a good, calm daughter like Ju, not a troublemaker daughter like herself, who would only keep bothering them. Ju also did not talk to Chan about this at that moment. But when she talked to her about it the next day, Chan said that there was not much time left for the exams. So they should forget about soul swapping for now and properly study each other's subjects to at least get decent marks. It was just about one exam. Then, after 2 months, when the shooting star would fall again, both of them would return to their own bodies. Ju agreed with her on this, after which both of them, along with all the students in the school, started studying seriously for the exams. Even the boy who always thought about food started studying, and even the school bully girl started studying. Yes, but in between, she would lovingly look at Ning's photo. Meanwhile, Ju and Chan were still struggling to understand each other's subjects after their souls had swapped. They spent more and more time together, trying to help each other study, but this closeness did not feel good to Shin at all. These days, her best friend Ju was always with Chan. They had lunch together, whispered during breaks, and even planned group study after school. When Shin asked Ju to go to the library with her, Ju refused. This hurt Shin deeply. She had no idea that Ju's body no longer carried Ju's soul. It was Chan inside. So how could Shin understand why her best friend suddenly felt so distant? After that, Ju took permission from Ning to study with Chan. This shocked Ning because his sister Chan had never been the type to ask for permission. In the next scene, we see Ju and Chan studying together at a cafe, teaching each other their respective subjects. But soon, Ning arrived to check on them. Seeing him, Chan tried to leave, but Ning stopped her and insisted she eat the dessert he had ordered. He wanted to confirm whether they were truly studying. Once satisfied, he prepared to leave. However, Chan did not want Ning to see them studying the wrong subjects, so she made an excuse and pulled Ju to the washroom, where both of them panicked and planned how to get Ning out quickly. Meanwhile, Ning noticed something strange. Ju was solving physics questions even though she was supposed to be an art student. Still, when Ju and Chan returned, he did not question them. They pretended to study until Ning finally left. Then we see a cafe machine silently observing Ju-sen, hinting that something mysterious was watching them. On the other side, Hang was not serious about exams at all. He spent his time playing games at home until his mother scolded and beat him badly. Meanwhile, at night, Ning researched soul-swapping theories online. Chan and Ju's changed behavior bothered him. When Chan, actually Ju, came home, Ning asked about the physics competition. Chan showed no interest and made excuses, which increased Ning's suspicion because his sister had been obsessed with that competition earlier. After that, Chan and Ju continued struggling with studies. Despite teaching each other, nothing made sense. Then Ju came up with a risky idea. During periods, Ju's body suffered extreme pain. Since only their souls had swapped, if Ju's body got periods before the exam, Chan could easily skip it. Chan liked the idea and started eating cold food to trigger her periods early. But this trick would help only Chan. What about Ju? Then we see Chan suggesting something extreme, stealing the science exam paper from teacher Dong's office. Ju hesitated, but Chan convinced her that the subject was not truly hers. Nervous and scared, Ju involved Hang. Hang, who had already given up on exams, happily agreed. Meanwhile, Ju sneaked into the office while Hang kept watch. Teacher Lena almost caught them, but luck saved Ju. Later, teacher Dong arrived and mistook Ju for Chan, showing her his alien costume instead. Taking advantage of this misunderstanding, Ju escaped, without stealing the paper. After that, Chan's plan to fall sick failed. Instead of periods, she got stomach problems. Shin and Lily comforted her, and Lily even gave her medicine, saying she wanted a fair competition. Then we see Chan suggesting another plan. Both of them should swap majors. They would later switch back once their souls returned. Ju refused because her mother would never allow her to take science. This caused their first serious argument. Meanwhile, Ju's father gently spoke about changing majors, but her mother's decision mattered most. On the other side, when Chan spoke to Ju's mom, she was scolded harshly. Then Ju asked Ning about changing majors, which confirmed Ning's doubts. He tested her with childhood questions. When she failed to answer, Ning confronted her. Ju finally revealed the truth about the soul swap. Ning was shocked but understanding. He admitted he had suspected it all along. After that, he began helping Ju. The next morning, although he felt awkward seeing a stranger in his sister's body, he slowly adjusted. Taking Ju to school on his bicycle fulfilled one of her secret dreams. After that, Ning asked Ju to keep his knowledge secret from Chan so she could peacefully enjoy being an only child in Ju's family. Both girls were unknowingly living each other's small dreams. In the next scene, Chan pushed Ju to emotionally convince her family about changing majors. But Ju's mother fell sick due to stress, making Ju abandon the idea. This angered Chan, and they fought badly. Shin secretly felt happy seeing their friendship break. Meanwhile, Chan asked Shin for help, but Shin refused. Upset, Chan met Ning, who teased her lovingly. Later, Ning helped Ju complete her major change paperwork. That same day, Ju officially joined the arts department, shocking Chan. After that, Hang found out Ju had changed departments and felt heartbroken. Teacher Dong scolded Ning for ruining Chan's future, but Ning confidently said the results would prove everything. Meanwhile, Ning saved Ju from a road accident, injuring his hand. Their closeness felt awkward, yet emotional. Then, we see Chan convincing Ju's mother by solving science papers perfectly. Impressed, her mother allowed her to switch to science. The next day, Chan returned to science class. Hang felt relieved, but misunderstandings continued, especially when Chan accidentally behaved too familiarly with him. After that, arts competition results were announced. Ju topped history, shocking everyone. At the same time, Chan enjoyed the attention she received in Ju's beautiful body. Meanwhile, Ju befriended Shin to ease her loneliness. Shin excitedly planned to introduce Ju to Ning, unaware of the truth. Ning agreed to tutor Ju, further confusing Chan. Then we see teacher Deng giving Ning research on soul swapping. Exams arrived, tension settled, and results shocked everyone again. Both girls topped their new departments. After that, Hang misunderstood Chan's behavior and decided to change departments. To stop him, Chan finally revealed the truth of soul swapping. At first, Hang laughed, but after recalling everything, he realized the truth, and with that realization, everything finally started making sense. Now that Hang knew the truth about the soul swap, Chan asked him not to tell anyone else. Hang promised and kept the secret. Knowing that his best friend Chan was still right beside him, Hang dropped the idea of changing his major. That same day, an announcement was made in school that the 60th anniversary celebration was approaching. This time, the event would be telecast on TV, so it would be celebrated on a very grand scale. Students who wanted to participate were asked to register, and from them, one student would be chosen as the host. Everyone believed Ju would surely become the host because of her beauty and charm, but Lily was already prepared to compete for that position. Meanwhile, teachers were also under pressure, as they too had to perform. Teacher Lena and Teacher Shu were assigned the Romeo and Juliet play, and they decided to cast Ju as Juliet. They informed her about it. But the problem was that Ju had agreed to this role 6 months ago, back when her soul was still in her own body. Now, Chan was inside Ju's body and had no interest or skill in acting. Chan immediately went to Ju, wanting to back out. She feared she would ruin Ju's image like she had during the speech competition. But Ju stopped her. She explained that she had already committed to the play long ago and couldn't refuse Teacher Lena. Also, if Chan performed well, it would help fix her past mistake. Reluctantly, Chan agreed. In the next scene, during rehearsal, Chan struggled badly. She forgot her lines, acted stiffly, and even broke stage props by mistake. Teacher Shu became furious and scolded her harshly, reminding her that she was Ju, the girl who had agreed long ago. Chan couldn't explain the truth. Trapped in someone else's body, she was now forced to participate in big events she never wanted. Being the school beauty queen and getting flirted with by Romeo only added to her frustration. After that, Chan angrily confronted Ju, accusing her of always saying yes to people and letting them decide her life. She questioned why Ju never learned to refuse. Ju was deeply hurt by this and silently walked away. Chan didn't even realize what she had said wrong. Meanwhile, another headache appeared for Chan. Min. He had joined the same science class, purely because he believed Chan was Ju, his longtime crush. He followed her everywhere, offered candy, and insisted on lunch together. Since Min was Ju's childhood friend, Chan couldn't openly push him away, so she agreed to lunch but dragged Hang along. Hang made sure Min couldn't get close. Even eating the candy meant for Chan himself. At the same time, many students registered for the anniversary program, mostly to stay close to Ning, the student council head. Lily also joined and planned to play the piano in the play. Seeing Chan as Ju, Lily mocked her, saying she shouldn't participate because everyone knew Chan hated cultural activities. Just then, Ning stepped in and defended her, silencing Lily. Then we see during lunch, Hang questioned Min about joining school again. Min lied, hiding the real reason, Ju. During their talk, Hang accidentally called Chan by her real name but quickly covered it up. Min invited Hang to join the dance performance, and Hang agreed. Chan, however, wasn't happy because Min would now be around even more. After that, during PT class, Hang and Min raced while Liu lagged behind. The teacher asked Hang to motivate Liu and run with him. Hang did so sincerely, making Liu feel respected for the first time. Grateful, Liu later thanked him with a water bottle. Meanwhile, Romeo and Juliet rehearsal continued, and Chan again forgot her lines. Teacher Shu lashed out, saying many students were ready to replace her, even boys willing to dress as Juliet. She warned Chan not to feel superior just because of her looks. Teacher Lena also urged her to take things seriously. Left with no choice, Chan focused fully on the play and quit the dance performance. Liu joined Hang's group instead. Chan needed Ju's help to improve her acting, but Ju was still upset. Even apologizing hurt Chan's ego. Still, she gathered courage and asked Ju for help. Ju immediately supported her. She got the script from Ning, printed Juliet's dialogues, and asked Ning to rehearse Romeo's lines with Chan. Ning agreed. The next day, Ju even recorded the dialogues on Chan's recorder so she could practice by listening. Seeing this effort, Chan felt ashamed and apologized. Ju admitted she needed to learn how to say no and promised to change. Their misunderstanding finally cleared. On the other side, Lily tried to stop Chan from auditioning as host, but Ju supported her fully. Shin, however, felt hurt when Ju didn't take her to rehearsals. Other girls mocked Shin for being left behind. She felt completely ignored. Then we see during rehearsal, Chan had to practice with Ning. She spoke her lines angrily, saying she hated Romeo's actions. Ning felt hurt, wondering if she hated him too. Ju arrived and explained the situation. When rehearsal required physical closeness, Chan felt extremely awkward holding her brother's hand. Her heart raced, confusing her. She quickly left. After school, Ju's father came to pick Chan up. Ju stood there, emotional, unable to reveal herself. Ning noticed and promised to take Ju out to dinner later. That instantly cheered her up. In the next scene, Hang, Min, and Liu practiced dance. Min warned Hang to stay away from Ju romantically. Hang didn't mind. After all, souls would swap back soon. Auditions for host were held, and Ju was selected. Everyone was shocked because in their eyes, Chan never did such things. Lily was furious. After that, Chan, Ju, and Shin had lunch together. Shin saved money to buy a recorder and skipped meals. Chan and Ju shared food, but Shin refused Ju's portion angrily, accusing her of siding with Chan. Hurt and misunderstood, Shin walked away. A few days later, the 60th anniversary event arrived. Parents filled the hall. Ironically, Ju's parents came to see Ju perform Juliet, while Chan's parents came to see Chan. Host. Everything was reversed. The program went beautifully. Chan briefly forgot her lines, but Ning helped through gestures. The performance was a success. Afterward, Chan noticed her recorder was missing. To avoid exposing the truth, she lied to Ning, saying the recorder was Ju's responsibility. Ning promised to find it. Meanwhile, teacher Lena discovered from CCTV that Lily had stolen the recorder. Unsure how to handle it, she turned to Ning. At the same time, Lily befriended Shin, poisoning her against Ju. Lonely and hurt, Shin accepted Lily's friendship. Soon, online trolling against Ju exploded. Anonymous posts mocked her acting and beauty. Art students joined in. Shin fought back fiercely but broke down crying. Ju wanted to comfort her, but couldn't reveal the truth. Min and Hang suspected Shin due to a fake ID clue. Ning banned phones in school to stop the bullying. Hang realized Ning liked Ju, which made Chan extremely uncomfortable. Chan confronted Shin, suspecting her. When the recorder fell from Shin's books, Chan accused her outright. Insulted and broken, Shin confessed falsely, unable to defend herself. Ju trusted Shin completely and defended her. Later, Ning advised Ju to talk honestly with Shin or risk losing her forever, but Shin was too hurt to listen. Finally, teacher Lena confirmed Lily was the real thief. Meanwhile, Shin grew closer to Lily. Seeing this, Chan decided to step back. She returned to her carefree self with Hang, even trapping Min during class and getting him scolded, just like old times. But unresolved wounds still lingered beneath everything. Ju decides she must prove Shin innocent at any cost. That's why she asked teacher Lena whether Shin stole the recorder. Teacher Lena doesn't reveal Lily as the real thief, but confirms that Shin didn't take anything. Hearing this, Ju becomes overjoyed and immediately tells Chan. After that, Chan feels deeply guilty for doubting Shin. When she shares this with Hang, he agrees that Shin's anger is justified. After years of friendship, being mistrusted by her best friend would hurt anyone. Now, with Chan in Ju's body, it's her responsibility to apologize and make amends. Hang's words resonate with her, and she resolves to apologize to Shin. Meanwhile, Ning starts behaving unusually friendly with Lily. The boy who rarely interacts with girls is now encouraging Lily to participate in a state-level speech competition, even promising to help her write the speech. This shocks Lily, who had never expected Ning's attention. After that, Ju and Chan plan to meet Shin after school to apologize. But by the time they are ready, Shin has already gone home. Then we see Ning accompanying Lily, which completely flusters Chan. First, Shin becomes friends with Lily, and now Ning is seen talking to her. That night, Shin's mother scolds her for letting her friendship with the wealthy girls fade. She insists that Shin maintain the friendship no matter what. Shin grows furious. She refuses to be pressured by wealth or status, asserting that her self-respect matters more than gifts or favors. She blocks both Ju and Chan, leaving them worried and confused. Ning explains over the phone that Shin will eventually return to them. She just needs time to calm down. After that, Ju asks Ning about Lily, and he assures her that he has no romantic intentions, revealing that he is only keeping an eye on her because of other matters yet to be disclosed. Meanwhile, Chan decides to tell Ju's father about the situation with Shin and suggests gifting Shin a new recorder to mend their friendship. Mr. Wu, believing Chan is Ju, readily agrees. The next day, Chan buys a recorder and shows it to Ju, who is delighted. Then we see them arrive at school early, ready to apologize to Shin and give her the gift. Yet Shin reacts angrily, rejecting the gesture, asserting that her self-respect cannot be bought and that she will not tolerate being hurt or accused falsely. She breaks off their friendship, leaving both Ju and Chan in tears. Chan feels guilty but struggles to find a way to reconcile things. Meanwhile, Ning meets Lily, who shows him her speech script. Ning takes this opportunity to question her about the recorder and the online trolling. Lily, realizing the CCTV has already exposed her theft, confesses everything. She explains her frustration at never receiving recognition due to Ju's beauty and popularity, which is why she tried to sabotage Ju and Shin's friendship. Then we see Ning calmly assure her that her talent is noticed and that she was given a chance to compete at the state level precisely to encourage her growth. Understanding her mistake, Lily apologizes and prepares to make amends with Shin first. After that, during lunchtime, Lily approaches Shin with a meal and apologizes, explaining that she had hidden the recorder to create a rift. Shin, however, feels even more betrayed. She throws the meal away and cries, realizing that Lily's apparent support was a ruse to manipulate her feelings. Ju and Chan attempt to console Shin, but she refuses to let Ju near her, blaming Chan for the deception. Then we see Ju and Chan sitting together, crying silently as they witness their best friend suffering, powerless to comfort her due to the soul swap. Meanwhile, Hang and Min are relieved seeing the girls together, hoping friendships can be restored. The next day, holiday plans are discussed, and Lan invites everyone to his farmhouse in the mountains for camping. Hang, Chan, and Min agree, and Lan insists Chan bring Ning. However, Shin refuses to join, leaving Chan puzzled. Ju decides to leave Shin be for now, allowing her space to process her feelings. Then we see everyone reach Lu's farmhouse. While settling in, Min makes a comment about not everyone having a mother, which upsets Chan, who is also an orphan. Ju notices her sadness and redirects everyone toward the river for fishing. Before that, she takes Ning aside to discuss the situation privately, clarifying Min's comment. Ning reassures her and subtly studies their soul exchange. Meanwhile, Ning calls Chan aside and warns her about Min's jealousy, laughing privately when Min expresses possessiveness over Ju, unaware that Chan inhabits her body. Then we see Chan leading Ju into a romantic setup with fairy lights, attempting to pair Hang with Ju. Both boys, realizing Chan and Min's meddling, are frustrated. Ju retreats upset, while Chan explains her plan to Hang. Hang, however, insists that Chan should focus on Ning, who seems unusually concerned about Ju. This confuses Chan, leaving her wondering if Ning truly loves Ju. That night, while Chan cooks, Ning continues to oversee her work, and Hang helps as well. Min becomes increasingly jealous of their attention. Despite this, everyone enjoys dinner with teasing, laughter, and playful bickering. Then we see Chan orchestrating moments to bring Ju closer to Hang, while Min believes he is connecting Ju with Hang, unaware of the soul swap. Ning watches quietly, observing the girls' interactions and the potential consequences of their body swap. The next day, most of the group returns to the city except Liu. Ju's father is supposed to pick up Chan, but she wants to avoid embarrassing him. Then we see Min attempting to confess his feelings to Ju, not realizing Chan is inside her. Chan prevents this, fearing she cannot handle Min's emotions while inhabiting Ju's body. At school, Min's attentiveness continues. He cares for Chan and Ju's body, bringing her hot water and a jacket. Hang observes quietly, noting the irony of Min's devotion toward a body housing another soul. Meanwhile, during lunch, Hang takes Chan to join Ju, and they discuss future trips. Shin watches from a distance, but does not join them. Her continued distance stems from her complicated home situation, where her mother's strictness and financial habits add to her stress. Shin experiences social humiliation at school and domestic tension at home, leaving her emotionally drained. Then we see her sitting in a restaurant, crying over her hardships. Ju and Chan find her there and calmly explain their enduring friendship, insisting that she should not bottle up her feelings. After that, Shin understands their sincerity and slowly reconciles with them. They all return to Ju's home, where the girls talk to Shin's mother about treating Shin respectfully. Shin's mother apologizes for her harshness, acknowledging both Ju and Chan as important to her children. Then we see Shin and her parents having a peaceful discussion, while Ju and Chan feel relieved that all misunderstandings are cleared. They take a group photo to commemorate their restored friendship. Meanwhile, news on the radio announces a meteor shower at the end of the week, which excites Chan and Ju. They hope it may help reverse their soul swap. Ju and Chan plan to join the natural science interest group to research meteor showers and soul exchanges, aiming to facilitate their return to original bodies. Then we see Shin arriving at their meeting, catching them calling each other by their real names instead of nicknames. They decide to reveal the soul swap to her. Shin finally understands why she sensed Ju in Chan, and why Chan acted so protectively. She promises to keep the secret. After that, Chan expresses relief that Shin has regained her best friend. At night, the girls discuss what they will miss most once back in their original bodies. Chan will miss Ju's mother's cooking, while Ju will miss Ning, revealing her feelings for him. Chan is shocked to learn that Ju loves Ning. Then we see Ning entering the room, pretending to study soul exchange materials, secretly ensuring Chan fully understands the process. The next day, Ju resumes her conversation with Chan, explaining that after returning to their own bodies, she will pursue Ning, whom she has loved for over a year. Chan is stunned, but agrees to help Ju win Ning's heart. Thus, their friendship remains strong, their bond with Ning deepens, and the stage is set for their lives to return to normal, with love and friendship intact after the soul swap concludes. All of Ju's words made Chan restless. She did not like hearing Ju talk about liking Ning at all, so she left from there. Chan also remembered Hang's words, that Ning probably loved Ju. If both of them loved each other, then what could she even do? Thinking about this, Chan was heading toward class when she bumped into Hang and took out her frustration by hitting him. Hang assumed Chan must be on her period, which explained her mood. After that, he went out and brought hot water and several pads, hiding them in his clothes. Hearing this only made Chan angrier, and she beat him even more before leaving. Meanwhile, Shin and Ju's friendship had returned to what it was before. The two best friends were now sharing everything. Shin even suggested that Ju use her charm on Ning before the soul swap, so he would fall in love with her. Ju wanted to create special memories with Ning before the soul swap as well, hoping he would miss her afterward. She had already decided that after graduation, she would confess her feelings to him. Shin promised her full support in this matter. That night, Chan showed extra love and care to Ju's parents, because after the soul swap, she would never again experience living with them in this way. Soul swapping had given her the chance to become an only child and receive parental love she had never imagined. Ju was also happy during these days, because she had gotten closer to Ning, seeing him every day. Only a few days remained before their souls were supposed to swap back on the 18th. After that, Ju wrote a letter for Ning, confessing her feelings. Ning, this is Ju speaking. On October 12, 2012, at 8:00 p.m., it has been 418 days since I started loving you. I hope that one day you will love me too. She hid the letter in Ning's room among his books and left a scarf she had made as a gift. At that moment, Ning saw Ju and admired her gift. He had prepared a pen as a gift for her, which Ju liked very much. She also asked Ning for one more promise, that they remain friends after the soul swap, and Ning agreed happily, considering Ju his best friend. Meanwhile, Chan carefully looked around Ju's room. Every item from Ju's girly clothes to the necklace her mom had given her had become her own during this time. She knew she had no real right over any of it, yet being treated like Ju's own daughter by the family was the greatest gift she had ever received. Along with Ju and Chan, Ning was also anxiously waiting for the soul swap to happen. Then we see the morning of October 19th, when the meteor shower had been expected the night before, but their souls remained trapped in each other's bodies. All of them were disappointed, and so they returned to their daily routines. In the next scene, when Ning was about to take Ju to school, she feigned stomach pain and sent him ahead. After he left, she went to Ning's room to check the letter. He hadn't read it yet, saving her from embarrassment. Seeing the scarf carefully kept in his cupboard made her happy. Meanwhile, Ju's father, Mr. Wu, left for a business trip, so Chan took the bus to school alone. After that, at school, Chan met Ju, and they discussed why the soul swap hadn't occurred despite the meteor shower. They speculated that perhaps the meteor shower's magnetic fields had been too weak. They would have to wait for the next meteor shower or create a magnetic field themselves. Ju trusted Chan's physics knowledge to eventually make the swap happen. Meanwhile, Ning confided in teacher Deng about the soul swapping. Deng had knowledge of physics and would keep their secret. He promised Ning he would fully help. Then we see Deng contacting a friend under the excuse of writing a novel, gathering information on soul swapping. He concluded that the process would not harm the girls, since neither had fallen sick in over a month. In the next scene, after school, Chan returned home and found Ju's mom asleep and very weak. She paid little attention at the moment and went to her room to do homework. After that, when dinner ended, Ning's Aunt Anna arrived to make arrangements for Ning's higher studies abroad. Since Ning wanted to study physics abroad, it would help his future career. Ju didn't want to interfere with Ning's choice, though she wasn't happy about him going far away. Meanwhile, Chan was doing homework when she heard something break outside. She rushed out to find Ju's mom unconscious on the floor, showing symptoms of a heart attack. Chan immediately called for help. When the ambulance arrived, she accompanied her to the hospital, where her own mother, Jia, was treating Ju's mom. Seeing her mom in this situation made Chan emotional, and Jia comforted her, assuring her everything would be fine. Ju's mom was diagnosed with arrhythmia. Meanwhile, after Hang was properly beaten, his mother Tao fed him and warned him to behave with Chan. Hang had to manage his time to stay close to Chan, unaware that she remained in science subjects through Ju's body. Min worried about his growing attraction to Chan and sought advice from a friend to stay normal around both girls. Then we see Ju's father drop Chan, Ju, and Ning home, observing their behavior closely. Later, Min asked Chan's permission to stay with her to protect her, believing she was Ju. Chan, seeing his sincerity, allowed him to spend more time with Ju, knowing it would eventually bring Ju and Min closer. Later in class, Hang said he wanted to visit Ju's mom in the hospital, but Chan stopped him, saying Ju's mom might think they were a couple. Hang agreed, and after that, they went to watch Min and Ning's basketball match. Ju and Shen were already there, but by the time they arrived, the game had ended, and Ning had won. Min then challenged Ning to a game at a public basketball court, claiming Ning had an advantage at the school court. Ning agreed. Their friends couldn't come. Hang had to study, Shin had work, and Ju and Chan were heading to the hospital. Meanwhile, on the way, Min's old rivals confronted them. These boys belonged to a gang from Min's past. Though Min and Ning tried to avoid a fight, the situation escalated, and the goons attacked first. Soon, Ju and Chan received news that both boys were injured and rushed to the hospital. At the hospital, Min told Ning to focus on his own life, saying he couldn't protect Chan forever, and that one day she would get married. Ning replied that he was capable of taking care of his sister Chan himself. Both misunderstood each other, thinking of different Chans. When the girls arrived, they scolded both boys. Later, Min confessed his feelings to Ju, but she politely rejected him, explaining she loved Ning. Their friendship remained intact. After that, Min returned home. His mother Yao was upset seeing his injuries and asked him to go abroad with her. Min refused. Then we see a video of their fight go viral, angering the principal. Eventually, Min took all the blame to save Ning's career, and he was expelled, planning to go abroad anyway. Ning felt terrible for the sacrifices Min had made. No one was happy after Min left school. He would leave for abroad in a few days. The next day, everyone met at a restaurant, saddened by Min's departure, but grateful Ning's career had been saved. They expressed their heartfelt thoughts and dreams. Ju wanted to become a journalist and hoped to go to Africa to make documentaries about different tribes. After hearing this, Min said he would also travel to Africa, indirectly suggesting he wanted to go with Ju. Meanwhile, Shin aspired to become a famous idol, Nang, an astronomer, and Chen, a physicist. Hang's dream was simply to live a peaceful life, which made everyone laugh. Shin then asked everyone to promise that, in 10 years, on this day, they would meet again to see if their dreams had come true. Secretly, Min, Hang, and Ning all hoped to become Chan's husband, but only time would reveal who would find love. At night, Ning contacted a social media president who had once experienced soul swapping. He was willing to help them. If the souls didn't swap back during the next meteor shower, they would have to wait until the following one. Chan planned a picnic by the riverside with Hang. When she tried to inform Ju and Shin, she met Ning in the corridor and told him about it. Ning agreed to come, but invited Chan to meet him alone that night. Chan made an excuse to her mother about going to Shin's birthday. Meanwhile, Hang was practicing in front of the mirror how he would propose to Chan the next day, even writing a love letter. His mother interrupted him, but he continued taking care of her, knowing he would surprise Chan tomorrow. His mother gave him money to buy Chan's favorite snacks. Then we see Chan meet Ning near the riverside. Ning showed her the stars through binoculars borrowed from the local planetarium, and reassured her that even if the soul swap failed, she would remain important to him. They grew closer as they talked, and even after returning home, their conversation continued through messages. Meanwhile, Ju worried about the soul swap. Ning assured her that it would happen tomorrow and promised to do everything possible to send them back to their original bodies. Hearing this, Ju felt more confident and went to sleep. The next day, Ju went to Chan's house to pick her up for the picnic. Chan's mother warmly welcomed her and offered food. Chan hugged Ju's mother, Hui, cherishing the chance to spend time with her, knowing the soul swap might end soon. Chan then went inside so Ju could talk privately with Hui. Secretly, Chan listened from behind the wall. Hui gave Ju tips on studying arts, revealing how much effort she had invested in her daughter's education. Tears flowed from Ju's eyes, and Hui felt a deep maternal bond, sensing that her real daughter's soul was in front of her. Then we see Ju go to Chan's room, where Chan tried on clothes. Ju helped her without jealousy. Meanwhile, Hang got ready to propose and repeatedly changed his hairstyle, seeking his mother's advice. Shin had also reached the bus stop, where Hang and Ning were already waiting. Eventually, everyone arrived at the picnic location. Hang accidentally revealed the love letter, but quickly hid it. Everyone knew about his crush on Chan. Chan started to respond, but paused when Hang offered her snacks. They all chatted happily, and meanwhile, Min called from abroad, feeling bad about missing the picnic but having fun on the call. Then the meteor shower arrived. Ju and Chan watched the sky, but their souls didn't swap. They started losing hope, but Ning reassured them, promising to make the swap happen even if he had to meet the president. Meanwhile, Ju's parents prepared to pick Chan up. Wu found a letter in Chan's drawer, likely about the soul swap. He didn't tell Hui, worried it would affect her health. When the picnic ended, Wu took Ju and Chan home alone. Ning sensed trouble, and indeed, at the parking lot, Wu realized who the real Ju was. Both girls tried to hide the truth but had to confess. Wu was angry at the secrecy, but told them to keep it from Hui. The girls continued hiding the truth, but Hui overheard them and was extremely upset, feeling she had the right to know since she had raised Ju for 16 years. After that, everyone met Chan's parents. With great effort, they explained the soul swap. Ju's soul was in Chan's body and vice versa. At first, Chan's parents were confused. Ning clarified that it began on September 15th during a meteor shower, when both girls made wishes on a shooting star. 2 meteor showers had passed without swapping back, but a president who had experienced the same phenomenon could help during the next one. The families agreed to wait. They decided to care for the girls based on whose soul was in which body. At night, Ning encouraged Chan, promising to take them to meet the president the next day. Chan's mother, Jaya, came to talk to her alone, expressing regret if they hadn't been perfect parents, but reassuring Chan of their love. Both mother and daughter became emotional. Meanwhile, Hui suggested to Wu that since Chan was adopted, they could formally adopt her as well, giving equal love to both girls. Wu agreed and planned to discuss it with Chan's family. Then we see Chan hesitate, worried about which family she would belong to. Ning reminded her of their childhood pinky promises, assuring her that they would never separate, no matter what. Ju also promised never to leave Chan. The next day, Ju's father brought her to Chan's house, sharing Hui's idea. Jia's eyes filled with tears, struggling with the thought of giving up her daughter's body, but agreeing temporarily due to Hui's illness. Chan prepared to leave for a few days. Ning misunderstood, thinking Chan was leaving forever, and his harsh words broke her heart. Realizing his mistake, Ning sought her out. Eventually, the girls held hands and suddenly woke up in their own bodies. The meteor shower had ended, and everything turned out to be a dream. After that, life returned to normal. Ning took Chan to school on his bicycle and encouraged her to participate in the physics competition. At school, Ning and Ju smiled at each other, confusing Shin. Hang, Yue, and Min hadn't experienced the dream either. Chan praised Yue's farmhouse, which Yue had only visited in the dream, and promised to visit someday. Hang and Chan resumed their playful bickering. Meanwhile, Ju befriended Lily, challenging her to the speech competition to boost her confidence. Then we see Ju meet Min at school, who had come for admission. Min had been in love with Ju since childhood. Chan hugged him, scaring him since their friendship had only happened in the dream. However, if Min joined the same class, their friendship could grow again, and he would be shielded from trouble. Later, Ning and Chan returned home to find their parents present, who had taken leave from the hospital. Chan resolved to stay close to both her parents and Ning, knowing they loved her deeply. Meanwhile, Ju shared her dream of becoming a journalist. Her parents, supportive, promised to help her pursue it even in Beijing. Finally, Ning's entrance exam approached. On the last day of school, the principal returned confiscated student belongings. Ning had nothing in the box, as he focused solely on studies, earning teachers' admiration. After school, Ju gave Ning a letter, expressing her love and recounting the dream. Ning wrote back, explaining he had also dreamt of Ju in Chan's place, appreciating her as a friend, but emphasizing his lifelong bond with Chan. Ju cried, mourning her first love, but happy, he expressed his feelings. Meanwhile, Chan entered Ning's room, teasing him, and he smiled, realizing that Chan truly was his entire world. Now the story starts 10 years later, where all of them have become adults. Even though in the dream they promised to meet after 10 years. In reality too, they meet after 10 years. Just like the dream, in reality too, they all developed a deep friendship because Chan, Ju, and Ning turned the dream they saw into reality and made their friendship special. Now they start discussing whether the future plans they made during school time 10 years ago were fulfilled or not. Han's dream has come true. He is a successful trader and is living his life comfortably. Looking at Shin now, no one can tell that she is the same Shin who used to come to school wearing glasses and 2 braids, because now she is a famous idol and has become very beautiful. As for Ju, she is a famous journalist shooting documentaries in Africa. Min is a successful businessman who is currently living with Ju in Africa, cooking food for her, and now the two of them are a couple. Min had said in that dream that he would go to Africa to give Ju company, and he actually did it, and Ju became his girlfriend. Meanwhile, Ning has become an astronomer, and Chan has become a physicist just as they had planned. Even now, she stays with Ning and takes care of him all the time, hoping that he will continue to do the same in the future. Maybe the two of them might even get married, because there is no blood relation between them, and they like each other. As for their teachers, they find out through a call that Teacher Deng and Teacher Lena are now a couple, whom they tease a lot by calling them. The only dream that did not come true was Han making Chan his girlfriend, and Han's mom making Chan her daughter-in-law. Still, there is hope that Han will find a good life partner. With this beautiful drama comes to an end.